Today was the perfect day to throw up a kite in the sky. I mean, it was just gorgeous outside.
Yeah, we had that little bit of a breeze that really helped out as well for the kite festival. Now, temperatures out by the lakeshore were still in the 70s. Plenty of sunshine. There were a ton of people out all day long, really soaking that in. Our temperatures were warm all across West Michigan. We reached into the 70s earlier this afternoon, when usually around this time of year, we are close to the 70-degree mark. So we have been above average for today. Tomorrow, fairly similar. 13 weather ball is green, no change foreseen to our temps. It is also blinking bright. We've got a little bit of rain and possibly some thunderstorms in sight. This view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse. Now, right now, pretty quiet. We are seeing increasing cloud cover, and that will continue into tomorrow. I will say tomorrow afternoon, we could see a few periods of time that we could get a quick pop-up thunderstorm. Now, we do have a low end, but still non-zero severe threat from that. We'll take a look at that in just a moment here. Temperatures overnight dropping down to the mid-50s by daybreak tomorrow, returning to the 80s into tomorrow afternoon, and the humidity, it's not going anywhere. It's actually building into the end of the weekend and carrying over into next week. Now, here's what we've got on the way. Tonight, increasing clouds. We'll start to see this chance for a few thunder showers to try and pop up, especially north of Grand Rapids heading into our Sunday afternoon. Now, a couple of these cells could be on the stronger side, maybe some gustier winds, small hail looking to be a possibility. I do think the vast majority of these are going to be non-severe, but we do want to highlight that potential for you that you could end up seeing a few that get to be on the stronger side. That will continue to clear out, and then we have drier conditions heading into our Sunday night, lasting into Monday morning. But still, we want to highlight this because we have a 1 out of 5 risk from the Storm Prediction Center for everybody north of I-94. That's a good deal of West Michigan, but once again, this is a fairly low-end severe threat. I want to say that because we've got better dynamics heading into Monday for the potential of storms to be strong to severe. A line that's going to start to develop into the afternoon as a front is making its way through the region. This is where we could see some of these storms that really pick up in strength, have some umph to them, bringing gusty winds and hail. Both of those look to be our main concerns, but with how much humidity we'll have in our atmosphere, minor flooding does look to be a concern. And also with this line, if we get a few notches, a weak, brief spin-up tornado, not out of the question, but wind shear looks to be fairly low end in this scenario. This will clear out pretty quickly. Already 5 p.m., vast majority of these storms are on the east side of the state, continuing to clear into our Monday night. But here's what we're looking at: a 2 out of 5 risk from the Storm Prediction Center for all of West Michigan. Greater risk off to our west and southwest over by Iowa, but still we do have the potential for a couple of those storms to be fairly strong. So that's why we've issued a 13 weather impact alert for our Monday, looking at hot temperatures, honestly, especially as we're going to be feeling like we're in the upper 80s because of high humidity. That chance that we could see some thunderstorms in the afternoon carrying over into the early evening. Tuesday, renewed storm chances. The severity of these, though, still a little up in the air. It depends on what happens Monday, how much energy can be eaten up by those storms to kick off the week. Well, if there's still some left over, that could add some more severe risk into our Tuesday. It's certainly something that we're going to be keeping a close eye on into these next multiple days. Temperatures will be staying in the 80s by Tuesday, that humidity not going anywhere either. Here's some of those storms on their way from the European model. It does look like if we do get some of those storms to be on the stronger side, all modes of severe weather could be possible. This will carry over throughout the rest of the day, starting to move out though. Wednesday is quieter. It's also going to be cooler though, but finally, we are seeing lower humidity. So heat and humidity both building these next multiple days. Looking at dew points close to the 70-degree mark into our Monday evening, lasting into Tuesday. But that wicks out of our atmosphere as we're heading into the end of this upcoming week. And good news for that, because I can see quite a few mosquitoes out here on the weather deck, and we're going to be happy to get rid of some of those into the end of this upcoming week, lasting into Memorial Day weekend. Here's what we're looking at for tomorrow. Temps out near the lakeshore will be in the lower to mid 80s. We are looking at that chance for a couple of thunder showers. Our northern zone will see temperatures in the upper 70s, and our southern zone seeing temperatures in the lower 80s as well. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. Right now, 13 weather impact alert only in place for Monday. We could extend that into Tuesday. That's something we will be keeping a very close eye on. After that, temperatures return to more seasonable values, and it looks like we're a bit quieter into the end of the week and extending into the holiday weekend.
All right, gonna have to definitely track those thunderstorms. Thank you so much, Amber.